According to veterinary behaviorists, some of the most loving things you do for your cat every single day are quietly causing them harm. And that's the part that's hard to accept, because none of it feels wrong. It feels normal. It feels kind. Some of it even feels like the right thing to do as a caring owner. But if you keep doing these 6 things, which almost every cat owner does, you could be slowly damaging your cat's health, their trust, and their ability to feel safe in the only home they have ever known. Here are 6 things that are hurting your cat far more than you realize. 1. Forcing them to be held when they want down. Be honest. Have you ever picked your cat up, felt them start squirming, and just held on a little longer? Squeezed a little tighter? Maybe buried your face in their fur even as they pushed away? Most of us have. It comes from love. It feels harmless. But here's what's happening inside your cat's body in that exact moment. When a cat is restrained against their will, even gently, even by someone they love, their brain registers it as a threat. Their heart rate climbs. Cortisol floods their system. Every muscle tightens in preparation to escape. A 2019 study published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science found that cats who were regularly held or restrained against their preferences showed significantly higher baseline stress levels, even hours after the interaction. Their nervous system doesn't just reset the moment you put them down. The stress lingers. Think about what that actually means. You picked them up for 10 seconds out of love. They spent the next 2 hours recovering from it. And the most damaging part isn't the physical hold. It's what it teaches them about you. Cats learn very quickly that when you reach for them, something uncomfortable might happen. Over time, that turns into avoidance. They start leaving the room before you can get to them. Not because they don't like you, but because they've learned they can't fully trust what comes next. The fix is simple. Let them come to you. Every time your cat chooses to be near you on their own terms, that bond deepens. Every time you force it, it chips away. Patience with a cat isn't weakness. It's the only thing that actually works. 2. Using the wrong kind of litter. This one sounds minor. It is not minor at all. Most cat owners pick a litter based on what smells good to them. Heavily scented, deodorized, perfumed. It makes sense from a human perspective. The box smells better, the house smells better, everyone's happy. Except your cat. Your cat is absolutely not happy. Here's what most people don't know. A cat's sense of smell is estimated to be between 14 and 16 times more powerful than a human's. What smells like a mild lavender scent to you hits your cat like walking into a wall of chemicals. Every single time they need to use the box. A study from the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery found that cats consistently preferred unscented, fine-grained litter over scented alternatives, and that strongly scented litters were among the top reasons cats began avoiding their litter box entirely. So if your cat has been going outside the box, on the floor, on the mat beside it, there's a real chance they're not being difficult. They're just refusing to walk into something that overwhelms their entire sensory system. And it doesn't stop at scent. Texture matters too. Many commercial litters use large, coarse pellets that are genuinely uncomfortable on sensitive paw pads, especially in younger or older cats. Imagine being forced to walk on gravel every time you needed the bathroom. The fix costs almost nothing. Switch to unscented, fine-grained litter. Move gradually so it's not a sudden shock to their routine. And watch how quickly the problem resolves itself. And if this is already making you rethink some things, hit like and subscribe. There are cat owners everywhere who need to see this, and you sharing it helps us reach them. 3. Waking them up when they're deeply asleep. Cats sleep between 12 and 16 hours a day. You know this. You've seen it. Half your camera roll is probably your cat asleep in ridiculous positions. But here's what most people don't realize. Not all cat sleep is equal. Cats cycle between light sleep and deep REM sleep, just like humans do. And it's during deep REM sleep that their brain processes the day, consolidates memory, and repairs the body. It is not optional rest. It is biological maintenance. When you wake your cat up mid-cycle, to pet them, to move them off the couch, to show them to a guest, to get a photo, you are interrupting a process their body genuinely needs to complete. Research from the University of California found that animals repeatedly disrupted during REM sleep showed increased anxiety, reduced immune function, and heightened aggression over time. Sound familiar? If your cat has ever been startled awake and immediately hissed or swatted at you, that was not attitude. That was a stressed, disoriented animal reacting to a system shock. There is also a trust element here that most owners never consider. Sleeping is when a cat is at their most vulnerable. Choosing to sleep near you, or on you, is one of the clearest signs of trust your cat can offer. When you disturb that sleep repeatedly, you are telling their nervous system that being vulnerable around you is not actually safe. The fix is easy. If they're deeply asleep, leave them. The cuddle can wait. The photo will be better when they're awake anyway. 4. Introducing new things too fast. New cat. New furniture. New partner moving in. New baby. New pet. Every single one of these can be a serious crisis for your cat, and most owners handle it completely wrong. The instinct is to just introduce everything at once. Let them figure it out. They'll adjust. Cats are adaptable. But here's what's actually happening inside your cat's brain when their environment changes suddenly. Cats are territorial by nature. Their entire sense of safety is built around familiarity. Familiar smells, familiar routes through the house, familiar resting spots. When something new enters that space without warning, their brain does not register it as exciting. It registers it as a potential threat that has invaded their controlled environment. A study published in Behavioral Processes found that abrupt environmental changes were one of the strongest predictors of chronic stress in domestic cats, including symptoms like overgrooming, hiding, appetite loss, and increased aggression. That cat who hid under the bed for 3 days after you brought home new furniture? Not dramatic. Genuinely distressed. The fix is gradual exposure. New cat in the house. Keep them in a separate room for the first week. New furniture? Let your cat investigate at their own pace without being pushed toward it. New partner? Let the cat make the first move every time. Your cat does not need to love change. They need to feel like they have control over how they encounter it. 5. Punishing them with silence and distance. This one feels like the responsible choice. You're not yelling. You're not scaring them. You're just giving them the cold shoulder after they did something wrong. Ignoring them. Leaving the room. Withholding affection until they learn. The problem is they will never learn, because cats have no concept of delayed consequence. A cat's brain cannot connect something that happened 4 minutes ago to the cold behavior you're showing them right now. The cause and effect window for cats is measured in seconds, not minutes. By the time you're giving them the silent treatment, they have genuinely no idea what it's for. What they do understand is that their person, the one they depend on entirely, is suddenly pulling away. And that doesn't teach them a lesson. It teaches them that your presence is unpredictable, that safety can disappear without warning. Research from the University of São Paulo found that negative reinforcement and social withdrawal in cats consistently produced anxiety-based behaviors rather than behavioral improvement, including increased clinginess, hiding, and stress-related overgrooming. You are not training them. You are confusing them. And in that confusion, trust quietly erodes. If your cat does something wrong, redirect in the moment. A firm "come no" right then. That's it. The moment passes, you move on completely. That is the only correction timeline that works. 6. Treating them like they don't need you. Remember at the beginning, I told you there was one thing almost every owner does out of love that might actually be the most damaging of all? This is it. There is a story we tell ourselves about cats. That they're independent. That they don't really need us. That they're perfectly fine alone, perfectly fine ignored, perfectly fine as long as the food bowl is full. It is one of the most widespread and quietly harmful myths in the entire history of pet ownership. A landmark study published in Current Biology in 2020 found that cats form genuine, measurable attachment bonds with their owners. Bonds that closely mirror the attachment patterns seen in dogs and human infants. When cats were separated from their owners, and then reunited, they showed clear secure or insecure attachment responses depending entirely on the quality of the relationship. This is not opinion. This is documented science. Your cat notices when you are distracted. They notice when you scroll past them without making eye contact. They notice when you come home and walk straight to the kitchen without acknowledging them. They notice when the whole evening passes and no one sat with them. They don't tell you. They don't make a scene. They don't knock things over or cry at the door. They just go quiet. They sleep a little more. They stop waiting by the door. And we mistake that silence for contentment, when really it is a cat who has slowly, heartbreakingly, adjusted their expectations downward. You do not need to be home all day. You do not need to be a perfect owner. But 5 minutes of real, present, undistracted connection every single day makes a difference your cat will feel in ways they cannot say. Because to your cat, you are not just a person who lives in the same house. You are their entire world. And all they need to know, every single day, is that you see them too. If your cat could talk, they'd tell you to subscribe. So do it for them. Cat face. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell, because your cat deserves an owner who knows everything.